Okay, here we are at the old print farm. Many of you remembered seeing the printers and a lot of videos that I did here in this bonus room of my house where I set up my first print farm. Most of the videos, like I said, have been down at the old print farm, and you recognize that fellow there. And if you notice down at the old print farm, everything is A-nets, Tronixes. I think the smallest bed size down there is 220 by 220, up to 300 by 300. So print the larger jobs down there, the jobs that take longer to print. I have better power down there, better ventilation, better humidity control, better everything, surge protection and so forth. And I'm able to print for long periods of time down there, where in my bonus room here at home, I've gotten to the point now where I very seldom print anything that prints overnight. A couple of reasons for that. One, just the idea of having printers running in your house overnight when you can't monitor them that closely. And second, the idea that they are kind of noisy. You can probably hear them running now. I'm running some of the Kingroons as we speak. We'll walk over here and take a quick look. To get over here, we actually go through my production area and assembly area, and here they are. And as you can see, we've got about 8 of them running. That's about the most I want to run at one time because of the power limitations up here. I'm running these 8 printers. I'm running the other one over there. I've got lighting on, computer on, so forth. So it's safe to hold it there. I could probably fire up about 2 or 3 more printers before I trip the breaker. And we don't want to do that because that's no fun. Well, someone asked me recently in a comment, what happened to my Kingroon printers? I guess they saw the A-nets and the Tronixes and the other printers that I have down at the print farm, and they were wondering, well, used to have Kingroons. Well, we still do, but they're mostly up here at my house in my old print room. As you can see, I have 8 of them here that are running now. I print jobs up here, but I only run these printers in the daytime. I have a couple more up here, Kingroons, and I also have 4 in my office for prototype work, and as you've seen in past videos where I make a change to part and want to immediately print it right there. Printers do real good. They printed a lot of parts for me, and in addition to printing a lot of parts, they take up very little space. As you can see, I can get 8 printers in a space here where I can barely get 4 of the A-net or some of the larger printers. So they're still here and still working. If you recall, this is my bonus room, the very first 3D print farm, and I had a lot of printers up here, but because of my limited power up here, I can only run so many at a time. So normally I run these Kingroons, and as you can see, there are 8 of them here that are currently running. Most of them are printing the base for the helping hand, the portable mount base. And also, if you notice back here, there's very little filament on these spools. That's because I actually use my filament counter to spool off the correct amount of filament needed for each one of these parts, so that I'm not wasting filament and having to open a lot of spools of filament. I just took one spool and took off, let's see, 6 rolls of 28 meters of filament, which is what it takes for this job. And they'll print, and when they finish printing, the spools will be practically empty. I'll take the parts off and be done with it. As I mentioned before, I only run these now in the daytime. I don't run them at night, so I run parts that run anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, and these particular parts run about 6 or 7 hours. So I'll go ahead and let them run. When they finish running, we'll shut down up here and keep from having to run them overnight. Now at the print farm, I can run the larger jobs. I'll run several of these parts on one printer, and it'll run a couple days. But thought I'd show you what was going on. And I had a comment the other day when I was doing the video about the new print farm, and everybody, or a couple of people, wanting to know what I did with my Kingroon printers. Well, they didn't go anywhere. They're still here and working hard as usual. So until the next time, happy printing from New Tech Inventors.